Last November, we put out a video about the NEWGAN face pack and how to install the fantastic, ultra-realistic faces in your game. And then about a month later, Football Manager had an update which kind of broke that. And since then, it's been a little bit rocky on how you get it in with the little R- number and all of the fixes around it. That's kind of just a bit of a pain to go through. But now there's been a new tool been created by the guys over at fm.z, who also do the skin that I use in Football Manager this year. And we're going to go through how to download and install everything to get your face pack, your NEWGANs in, hopefully without a lot of the issues that have been seen by everyone who's done it in the old method. So hopefully this is going to fix all of those. I'm going to do it for the first time today on my current save, which I'm doing over on my personal channel, the Sort It Out SIFC save. So if you haven't seen that, check that out as well. But we're going to be using that save as sort of the guide today. Obviously, if you enjoy this video and enjoy any of our previous how-to guides and installation guides and all that sort of thing, please like the video, subscribe to the channel here on Sort It Out SI, and share it with all your friends as well, because, you know, they want NEWGAN faces as well in their game. Right, we've got the written guide on screen for you now. This will be linked in the description of this video, as will this link here, which gets you to the tool which you need to download. If you're on Windows and Mac, or Mac, sorry, there's two different installers. I'm just going to install the Windows one, obviously, because I'm on Windows. If you aren't a premium member on the website, it won't bring you directly to this page. You'll have to scroll down to a free mirror for some of the downloads as well. Basically, just look around for a link that says download and you will be fine. So that's downloaded there. I'm also going to do a complete fresh install of the NEWGAN Faces packs. It's a while since I've done it. I think there has been one update since then. If you've already got the pack installed, just download the update. It's fine. In fact, it's the same file, so I probably didn't need to do a fresh install, but for this video I'm going to anyway, so I'm going to download the complete pack here, and that will download in the background whilst I'm going through the first steps of what to do. So we'll follow along with the written guide as well, the bits that we can. So when we get to the bit where we can extract it, we'll do that bit. I'll show you this folders that you need open. This is your My Document Sports Interactive Football Manager folder. If you are on Mac, it's a different location. That's all in the written guide here. It'll tell you exactly where to go into the library to find the application support folder which you need. Obviously, once that's done, there's also the downloads folder as well. So that the tools that I've downloaded, which will be the NEWGAN Manager itself, are there. I'm just going to extract them off the bat here into this folder, and then run through what we need to do on that side of things. So now we've downloaded, we're in this, we've jumped to step 3. So whilst your download is going in the background for the actual faces, you jump down to step 3 and get the installer installed as well. Basically, you'll get this sort of folder structure. You've got filters folder, a views folder, and the distribution or the dist folder. Double click on the MSR file within that, and then move the views and filters to the following locations. So what we'll do now is we'll go to that dist folder and double click there, and it will set up, go to a setup to install the tools. Just for me, yes, excellent, install everything. That shouldn't take too long to install on your computer. It should be quite small. There we go, finished, excellent, that's installed. We'll find that in a second. If we go back into our filters and views, they need to be moved into basically a folder within your Sports Interactive Football Manager 2024 or any previous version of Football Manager or future version of Football Manager. I imagine it will be the same. I've got a filters folder here. I imagine the filter is going to be the same, but I will copy that across anyway. Yeah, copy that across into the same folder, paste it there. It will replace the one that's already in there, but it will essentially be the same. So if you've done the old method before, it should be pretty, in fact, yeah, the views are there as well, so we'll do the same though. If you go back to your downloads and views folder, there are 4 script faces views, so player search, shortlist, squad, and staff. Copy those and paste them into your views folder as well. If you haven't already got them in there, then that'll update them there, so they are updated, as you can see. Excellent. So that is those 3 steps completed. Now we're just waiting on the actual faces to finish downloading. The download is going through. So there's a different way of, well, the Mac installation is on screen here on the written guide, so you do the same as it tells you there, and do the same with the views and the filters that you can go through and do. Obviously, the tools is now installed, so we can get that up in a second and show you what you need to do in game. So I'm just going to do a quick FMZ tools here, and it's quite easy to find. And that's already installed, so we'll just open that up and it'll pop up here. So this kind of matches the screenshot behind. And you can basically start doing things on here to kind of prep for when the NewGAN faces are ready. You'll need to create a new profile because you don't have a profile set up. So I'll just create a profile called Susie FC because that's the save I'm going to create it for. Create that profile and then switch to the profile here. And when you've gone through, you'll have to select your image directory, which we don't have yet because we haven't installed the images, and the RTF file, which we need to go and create in game. There's a little drop down here for older versions. So this basically it gets the pre-patch that basically broke everything. You can still do it for older versions as well, and fine. And then FM24, it's got the updated one. As we go through, I'll show you what the mode does here as well, and we'll go through that. So what we need to do now is generate a RTF file in Football Manager, and the best way to do that is to add a new manager as well. So we'll go through, we'll essentially follow the guide as it's written here. So we'll go into FM24 now. This is my current sort it out SI save. I've saved it. It's all locked in. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to basically reload this save that I've done in the past. And what we're going to do now is add a new manager here. And we're just going to add a blank manager. Use this guy. Start him unemployed. It doesn't matter what else you set as long as he is unemployed. There we go. Our bold manager is in place. So what's next on the list? You've basically want to not be limited by your scouting network. That's why you want to do a complete fresh new manager. So you go to your shortlist and do a new search and go through adding the filters in. So go to shortlist here and do a new search. And it says here the manage filters down in this little cog on the bottom left of this pop-up screen. Manage filters, and then you want to import a filter as well. And this will take you to your filters folder within your FM24. If it doesn't directly take you to that location, just basically navigate to it, and the is new gen search filter needs to be selected there as well. That can be loaded and ticked. Excellent. So what's next on the so you need to go to your little drop down once again. There we go. I'm going to flick between. Now I don't want to save the filter that's already there, and there we go. That will basically says is new gen is not. There we go. So it'll filter between who you need to have in there. Basically, keep it as it is, standard, and make sure you don't you exclude your own players if you aren't. If you've not added a new manager, this will be an option you do. So basically, make sure you don't exclude your own players or players out of your scouting range. Make sure these aren't ticked. Obviously, they're greyed out because I've not got a club and I've not got a scouting range for this new manager we've created. So that's there. Excellent. Anything else we need to do before? No. So now we can just do our OK. Perfect. These are basically all new gens. You can quickly click on them. They shall show as new gens. And then you want to go into the views here and do custom views and manage views here. You want to, no, you don't want to go to manage views. Actually, you want to import views, sorry, first. Custom, import view. And we are on the shortlist page here, so I believe that's the one we want. Click load. Sorry, not in the shortlist page. So we go in, import view, you're in the player search page, that's the one you want, so you load that in and you import it successfully. So basically it now shows the name and some identifiers which the NewGAN Manager will use. So again, you can see these are all new gens. Just randomly click on them all. Excellent. And there's 17,000 new gens in the game now because I'm 5 years in. So if we select all, we click on one of them and do select all. It should take a little while to select them. But there we go. Then we want to basically go to the FM drop down at the top and hit print screen. You want to print this to a text file and hit OK. And then it will basically ask you where to save it. So this is just the Football Manager folder, and I'm just going to save it as New Gens 2028, I think I'm in. I'll just put Season 5 because I know I'm in Season 5. Right, so hit save. And that will save the RTF. It is 2028, that's right, yeah. So that will save the RTF file there. That is what we need to do in game. I think we've just jumped through all these steps here. Excellent, yeah. And gone down to print screen, text file, and there we go. So you can either save it, basically save the file as whatever you'd like. But what that does see now the faces have finished installing. That just creates a new gen season 5 file there. Now that the faces have downloaded, you can take this file that you've downloaded, drop it into your graphics and paste it in here, and then extract it to a folder. If we use 7, in fact, let's just quickly check what's in the folder to make sure we don't put it into a silly place. It has a players folder, mail. Okay, so what we will want to do is in the graphics folder, we're going to extract using 7-zip or any other software you want, and extract it to the new gen faces mega pack. Once that's extracted everything, hopefully it won't take too long. It's about 9 gig though, so depending on how quick your computer is, it could take a little while, but we're already through to 15%. I'm still waffling about it. So once that's done, we can go back to our fm.z tools and we can kind of set this up already. So we've got the RTF file that we've just done in game. That needs to be found through My Documents, Sports Interactive, Football Manager 2024, and wherever you've saved it. So that's the one I've saved there. When you've got the image directory, which we're about 45% through of extracting, you can select that as well. So again, Documents, Sports Interactive, Football Manager 2024, Graphics, and then it will be in this URAN Faces Mega Pack. That's where all of this section is. I think you need that folder, the players folder. I will double check on the instructions here. Graphics, players, URAN faces. So maybe you don't need the players folder. Double check that. If it doesn't work the first time around, change which path you are going through. I think you just need the top level of subfolder rather than the players subfolder, but select that as okay. And then once everything's finished extracting, which we're not far off now, 92%, we'll do the last step, and then it'll create the config file, which you then reload into game. So that's done that bit. I'll bring this back up here. So we've set the directory for the images, we've selected our profile, we've selected our RTF file, and now what you want to do here is the generate or preserve, basically. So if it's the first time in your save game that you are generating for these new gens, just hit generate. If you've already done it and you're updating each season when you've got a new intake of youth, hit preserve. That will keep everyone basically linked to the faces they've already got, and you won't have players changing their look every season, because that's annoying. So hit generate there, make sure you've got the right version of Football Manager, and then hit replace faces, and then it will go through mapping the players to everything they need to, finding the graphics, and basically creating the config file. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, because I've not done this with this new tool, but basically it will do that, and once this green bar goes all the way up here, which it has done, there we go, persons in total, the 17,199, and they've had all their images replaced, non-preserved, not replaced. So that's good. That matches the number that we saw in game here, 17,199. So what we do now is I'm going to load the game back up because I don't want this new manager in game. There, that's the save I want. Load that save back up, and then we need to go into preferences and do everything, because if we go through and just look at some of the new gens at the moment, so for example, this guy, he's still got his randomly generated new gen face. So what we want to do is head to preferences, and this is the same thing you do when you install any graphics, basically, is you want to go onto the advanced, to all, and to basically make sure when you get down to the skin section here, you untick the use caching, tick the reload skin, and make sure they're set as you would as you've installed a normal face pack or anything like that, and then just hit reload skin, and then it will bring through all of the NewGan faces into your new gens in game. And once it's done that, everything will look really pretty, and you'll have good looking regens rather than the strange ones that the game creates. So we'll do that now. Everything in the background is being set up. We don't need the guide anymore. That's the last step of the guide. Basically, it's telling you to do the reset of the cache and everything like that, and reload skin, and everything should be good. So the tools have all downloaded, the face pack's downloaded. You've subscribed to the Sort It Out SI channel, you've subscribed to my channel, and the Flying Scotsman as well. Whilst you're here, why not? Check out more videos, all install guides are here, all the other videos are here. We're going to do more stuff as well in the build up to FM25. Plenty of videos going on, the league guides are all here as well. Tactical Clinic, experiments, my Beat the 92 saves on here as well. Check that one out. yeah, essentially, that's all we need to do. Once the game is finished, doing the update of the skin, you'll see the new faces, and you'll be happy that you've installed them. So obviously give big thanks to the guys over at fm.z for this new tool. There's also an update of currency rates, which I'm not sure how that works, but if that's useful, we might do a video on that in the future at some point. Or they might have already done a video themselves. What you can do now, though, is close the fm.z tools. You don't need any of your folders open anymore. Your downloads folder you're done with. Your graphics folder you're done with. Excellent. We're just now waiting for the game to update. And there you go. It has updated. You can see Craig O'Brien, our new gen, has got his new face. And that is the same for all of other new gens. If we go through and look at the dev center, that's where they'll see them all. This guy got a face now. Excellent. All of these guys all got faces. Yep. Wonderful. They've all got faces. He's got a face. He's got a face. It's not just for your clubs as well. So if we look at, let's have a look at other clubs in the the Premier League PDL. Let's have a look at Blackburn's under-21s. Have they all got faces? Yep, they've all got faces. Excellent. You can see he looks like he might be a real player, but you can kind of get the impression here that if we go through to Premier League 2, Man City, for example, it's not just, you know, oh, he's a real player. He's also a real player. Let's go to their under-18s. There we go. Yep, new gens, all got faces. Excellent. So, let us know in the comments if you have any issues doing this method. Obviously, I've not had any issues, so hopefully you won't either. There's our hot prospect. He's on loan at the moment. He's got a new gen face. And give me your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to all the channels I've told you to subscribe to. Watch all the videos that we've discussed. And I'll see you on the next video. Any issues, let us know. Thanks for watching.